Man, what y'all been doing? We've been waiting on y'all. We was waiting on Mark this whole time. Now he's finally here so we can start the show. Thanks, Mark, for holding us up.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys. The PR Project, episode number 62. We are here in full effect. How y'all doing, man?
I'm all right.
I'm doing fine.
I'm decent.
Man, today was one of those days where like you get out of the bed and then like you maybe don't regret your decision to being a runner, but it's like the weather was just like, yo, I don't want to do this. Does anybody else wake up this morning like I'm straight?
I woke up before my alarm. I'm ready to rock.
It said light drizzle, and I thought I can handle that. But as I was driving there, I thought the rain was coming down harder. I was like, I don't want to get out of my car. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I didn't bring like a rain jacket or anything. But not being that.
I share none of these sentiments. I think it was decent. Like I was thinking the whole run, like for mid-December, I'll take this for sure.
No,
okay. All right. Yeah. For mid-December, this is great. But I mean,
no, I was
just yesterday it was even greater.
Yeah. I didn't feel hot though.
True.
I felt like comfortably cool.
Yeah.
The whole run.
Yeah.
I don't think I sweat at all. I don't know. I was covered in
I have no idea.
rain, but I don't think I sweat much. I didn't sweat much at all. I dressed perfectly once again. My streak of perfectly dressing for the elements. It's a talent. It's a talent I was born with.
He said I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence. So what we're saying, guys, is it today was like what 42-ish, 43 this morning for our long run, and it was raining sideways. No, it wasn't that bad. It was
the rain wasn't that bad. It was just annoying rain. It was a
little windy at times. But it was fine though. Yesterday the weather was better. Thank you, Malik, for tuning in and coming with some sense here. Weather was definitely better yesterday. But what did you guys run?
I wore half tights and a long sleeve like yesterday for sure.
Yeah. Yesterday was what was yesterday? Saturday? I don't know what I did yesterday. What did we do? I wore shorts yesterday. Yeah. I was happy about it too.
You almost didn't though.
Me?
Yeah.
That's true. It is true. Yeah. And I didn't regret it. So yeah, Aaron, I've been trying to what would Aaron wear vibe in the morning, like or what I'm about to go run, and then I take off like 5 layers and then try to like somehow in between what I would normally try to wear and what you would wear, and then somehow I've been finding like I think I'm on like a 3-day streak of like good decisions clothing wise.
Yeah. I mean, they always say the key to fashion is put your outfit together and then take off 1 layer because you're always doing too much. So to simplistic, make everything simplistic. Take it back 1 layer and then you good.
So
yeah, the jacket in the house. I don't know.
Jacket gotta go. Literally should not have this jacket on. But yeah, what did y'all run? Where y'all at? Let's do that. We haven't done it a little bit. Where you tuning in from? How many miles did you run today? How are you feeling?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, today was fun. I just want to talk about the long run because it was a good day for me. Can I just jump into the long run vibe? We're just gonna jump into the topic. Long runs. So I posted a story on my Instagram and asked people to tap in and talk about or ask us what to talk about. Tell us what they want us to talk about. And one of the things, I think it was my mom actually that came with a good thought, and so we'll kind of do like an iteration on that. It said Sunday long run. How long is it typically? And is your pace intended to mirror your marathon pace? So she got into like we might as well nerd out a little bit. So like long runs I think for all of us, each Sunday is a bit different. Like it's based on a plan that goes together. A lot of times like 1 week will be a little higher in volume, and then the next Sunday they normally there's some fluctuation in distance, and then each week typically for us lately, since we only have 1 workout Are you still on one workout during the week, Aaron?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're all on one workout during the week, and then the second workout of the week is typically in the long run. So there's not normally too many times in the training block where we just have like an easy run. There's always some type of pressure or some type of work or quality in that run. And that can fluctuate from like half marathon pace depending on the workout, but it also typically towards the end of the training block, then you start nailing in, like honing in on those like marathon pace efforts. Aaron, I'm sure that there's a better way to explain that.
No, I mean you pretty much nailed it. I know a lot of times recently, Coach Ari has been she'll prescribe like a workout on a Sunday, and then the next Sunday it'll be no quality in the long run, but it'll just be a longer run. Like, so if the workout is 10 miles total on this Sunday, next Sunday, so it'll be like a long run workout, 10 miles with some either marathon pace, half marathon pace kind of stuff. But then the long run in the next Sunday will just be 14 or 16 miles. So it'll be longer with no quality in it. So it's just to get the time on feet and get the adaptation of just a long steady state run rather than trying to add volume and add intensity at the same time. So it's kind of either or for me. But then once training gets like serious, it's pretty much every weekend is a workout in the long run. And then maybe every third or fourth Sunday, it'll be a day with nothing in it and just like time on feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the traditional, like for us, the traditional Hanson's method would be just time on feet for the Sunday long run. And going back to one of the questions was the long run's 10 miles or more for sure. But the Hanson's method, you're not doing marathon pace. You're just doing time on feet, maybe a little bit faster than your easy runs. But for the work we've been doing, there's, it's a little bit extra most Sundays. But again, 10 miles plus, sometimes at marathon pace. I think, Tommy, you had some marathon pace work today. Sometimes I think, Aaron, last week you were at half marathon pace, for part of your long run when we were over
I don't remember what I did. Oh, yeah.
So
I was at half marathon effort. I don't know if I reached half marathon pace.
Right.
But either way, there's a lot. It's not one set rule for any of the plans really on how a long run works, other than at least 10 miles and get some time on feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's always at least 10 miles, I think. I don't think that's
and that's also not a hard and fast rule either, though, because your long run technically by definition is just the longest run of your week. So it could be 6 miles. It could be early on. For me, I remember doing 2.5 miles.
You're right. I shouldn't say 10, at least 10 miles. For us, it's at least 10 miles. But I know there's a lot of I don't know what the Hanson's just finished plan looks like, but I'm guessing you're right. It's the longest run of the week. Could be 6, could be 8. I shouldn't just assume that we're all doing 10 plus.
Yeah. I mean, you would imagine if you're training for a marathon, you want that long run to be in between, somewhere between like 80 minutes and 2.5 hours, somewhere along those lines. So, and whether you can cover 20 miles in that time, or if you can cover 8 miles in that time, training for a marathon, you would imagine that you would be able to get your long run up over 10 miles, but not everybody's training for a marathon. So just wanted to include that.
Yeah.
Well done, sir. Well done. I get it now. So that means she's about to get out and hit some miles and get some Sunday. She's gonna be out there Sunday long run with us. That'll be dope.
Do it.
I'm not sure if this is a hard and fast rule either.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's no rules. I mean, it's all do what you do. But I think that safely. I don't think there's a rule, but I feel like there's a precaution. Like, don't miss a bunch of things during the week and not necessarily run as much, and then feel like you just need to load up on a Sunday long run and run 20 miles when consistently you're putting up less than, you know what I'm trying to say. If you're totaling 40 miles a week, or less than 40 miles a week, your long run shouldn't be 20 miles of it, because you just haven't built up the stamina and the muscles that are needed to not injure yourself. So if you're just throwing in huge long runs because you're getting closer to race day, you might as well just stay safe and do less.
Yeah, and I think some plans that aren't as maybe technical as a Hanson's plan or other like McKinley's, not McKinley, McCurdy, excuse me. I think some plans will go out there and just say, do all your long runs on the weekend because you don't have time to do it during the week. I think those plans are being more and more pushed to the side now, just because the science doesn't back it up. So I think some plans some maybe beginner plans will try and do that too. Yeah, but I don't think it's the way to do it anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to click on that one. Yeah,
shouldn't be more than a third. Yeah, but once again, we're kind of reading this from a somewhat experienced marathoner point of view. But some people are doing other things. Some people are running 3 times a week, and if one of your runs during the week is 4 miles and another is 3 miles, I don't think doing a 7-mile long run on a Sunday is that bad, especially if you've been running. So it's doable and it's possible. But yeah, once you start actually like training and getting after it, you wouldn't want to run a 20-mile long run in a week that you only ran 40 miles total. So it's a good rule of thumb once you're into training pretty heavily. But as you build, sometimes you might not be able to get enough mileage over the course of a week to even like have to worry about that kind of rule.
Right.
I mean, I feel like hearing that, like I haven't been around running as I'm not sure when this first was said, but it seems like it was one of those things said like, hey, don't do that. Like, don't just drop a 22 miler because you're getting closer and you only ran up until Sunday morning. You've only put up, 15 miles. Don't go run this crazy number. And probably the safer way, like in the way they structure it through the plan, if you're doing the plan, it's probably going to structure it kind of like that in some type of percentage, So it's like, I feel like this was a reaction to somebody just going nuts. Like, oh, marathon in 2 weeks, let me go run 30 miles, right? But it's more of a precaution, I feel like.
And we've seen that amongst some folks around our area. So
we've seen that. We've seen that in the greater metropolitan Detroit area. Like, what's all right. Well, yeah, no, long runs are really cool. Like, I love the fact, I love where we are at this point, like in our like journeys where we can. I think Gary, you said it one day, like you could just, it's really a privilege to be able to just randomly go like, I can put up 10 miles, to know that on a long run day, 10 miles is what it is, and you're gonna be fine. I just like that we're here in this point where we can put up good miles and have some fun.
Yeah.
And it seems like more and more people around like us in the group is just like more people are able to do that. So it's just really cool to see, Yeah. And then you want people to do it right. You don't want people to get hurt because like, oh, you guys are doing this because you're at this point in your training block. Let me do it too, Yeah,
and it's nice that we're able to do it all year round too. Because we had a pretty good sized group with us today.
Mm-hmm.
For a rainy, coldest Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, it actually turned out to be decent weather for running, but it's like that's the weather that keeps people from coming that aren't like necessarily like in it like that. But yeah. So let's guys, remember, ask us the questions at any moment. We are on here to talk about all that, talk about all the things that you want to talk about. One more thing. So yeah, nobody said how much they ran today. Okay, I was just checking to see. Maybe y'all didn't run today. It's fine if y'all didn't run. It's cool. We won't judge you at all.
No judgment at all.
No judgment. If you ain't run today, that's fine. That's fine.
Some days I wake up.
This one.
Slacker too. I'm judging. I'm sorry.
Some days I wake up and feel like a slacker too. He said, "It's okay to be a slacker." But yeah, let's talk about this because I feel like we haven't necessarily had to deal with this just yet. But unfortunately, I feel like it's on the way. Winter running tips. What do y'all got?
right.
Go ahead.
Gary. We'll go one tip at a time. First tip. Dress appropriately. So that seems like the most obvious tip. And since I had the first option, I get to choose the most obvious. So dressing appropriate to the weather is very important in the winter. But I think even beyond that, the most important two things that you can have as a winter runner, especially in a cold weather area. I'm not talking to those people that live in the South and put Christmas lights on palm trees. I'm not talking to you people right now. I'm talking to people that actually experience summer. A good pair of gloves and a good hat/headband, because the most at-risk areas on your body are your fingers and your ears. So you want to have a good pair of gloves that can keep your hands warm. I have a pair of Tracksmith mittens that I break out when it's like too cold, like to really be running, and they keep my hands warm because eventually it gets too cold for gloves, because when your fingers are separated, they get colder much faster. So the mittens keep your fingers together, keeps your hands warmer, and you want to, make sure you keep those fingers warm because you don't want to lose any digits due to frostbite. That is a very important thing. Also, a good hat, a good winter hat or a headband to keep the ears covered. I have larger ears. My earlobes get weird when they get cold. They start tingling and they get red and it's weird. You want to avoid that. That's not a great feeling.
This is the first. I didn't know this. I didn't know this about you.
I'm just saying. So I try to do a good job of keeping my ears covered. And then also, they said, well, the rule of thumb is to dress for 20 degrees above what the actual temperature is outside. Because a lot of times we want to throw on 5 layers because it's super cold when we're just standing still. But then we get running and we start sweating. And I don't know. I used to watch like the survival shows, and they would always say like the worst thing you can do in the cold is sweat, because your sweat ends up, getting your clothes wet and then your clothes freeze. So you don't want to sweat and you don't want to be under all those layers like super hot. So if it's 30 degrees, dress like you would dress if it was 50 degrees out and you were just doing regular life stuff. If it's 10 degrees, dress like you would dress if it's 30 degrees out and you're just doing regular life stuff. So me personally, I never go more than 2 layers, really. I'll do a base layer, and depending on how cold it is, I will do a thermal layer on the outside. If I need a little more, I'll do a jacket with some sort of insulation. But other than that, me personally, I don't get super hot. So that is important. And then also, I'm on this stream with 2 people who have sock sponsorships. And I'm not sure if Swiftwick or Falky does merino wool, but merino wool does wonders in the winter, keeping your toesy woesies warm, because you want to make sure you do that too. And you're ready to rock. Get out there and run.
Well, man, I'm
time for y'all to think of y'all tips.
No, I think that that's a really great tip. I mean, literally dress appropriately, and then just like it's like learning as you go too, because it's like you have that tendency to overdress, and then it starts out great, but if you are running a decent amount of time or something, it could turn from great to like, okay, this is too much, and then at the end of the run you're shivering for 27 hours because all your clothes are just soaked and they shouldn't be, But no, those are good tips. What do you got, Gary? You got tips?
Shout out Maurice. Maurice said the Costco merino socks are top tier. Shout out Kirkland brand.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Kirkland.
For me, I like to run. I like running the sidewalk if I can. And right now, just people in my neighborhood don't shovel the sidewalks, so I'll have to run out on the road. So the 2 things I would say is, 1, wear reflective gear.
One thing. No,
I'm doing 2.
Wear
something reflective. So even in the daytime, so cars can see you, something bright or something that or dark, depending on if it's all snow. Just some way for the cars to see you if you're running on the road. And then I like to wear trail shoes if it's snowy or icy.
Come on, bro. You can't do 2. What are you doing?
You did it.
You Aaron
Or-
literally said we're gonna do 1 tip at a time, and then you dropped 2. Like, what
Okay, fine.
are you
Go
doing
ahead.
over there,
Go ahead,
man?
Tony.
Jeez,
I was
man.
going to bring up our friends at Catula as well.
Oh, see, you got too much going on, Gary. For real, chill out. No, man. I was gonna try. So how about this? You finish your trail shoe thing, and then I'll come up with another one. Go ahead.
No. I
already
get my reflective gear, something you can wear out so people can see if you have to run in the street because they don't shovel your sidewalks.
All right. So reflective gear, don't get hit by a car. Yeah. If you don't wear all white in the snow, yeah, because those don't go together. I would say I'll change it now and let Gary. We'll come back to Gary. For speed, like a lot of people, someone did ask about like doing workouts in the winter. In the winter, you have to be much more strategic with like your time and place and all that stuff. Like in the summer, you can kind of last minute go out and do a run almost pretty much anywhere, and you can make up a location. You need to put some thought into like where your long run is going to be or where your workout is going to be, because if you wait to the last minute, like Aaron and I, well, Aaron was fine, but I had this workout that I wanted to do on Wednesday, and it wasn't the snow or anything like that was an issue. It was the lack of daylight. So winter, almost no matter where you are in the States, is going to be darker much earlier. So certain workouts and things you want to do are going to require a little more daylight for safety purposes. So I waited too late in the day, kind of last minute, threw it together, and then had to pull and bail on a workout because it was just too dark to do it safely on the sidewalks. So Gary's face. But so make sure that you're much more strategic with what you be strategic with your time and place of where you're going to run, because it could mean that if you wait to the last minute, sometimes you'll put yourself in a position that could end up being dangerous for you. You could get hurt or hit by a car because you're trying to be in a place where you don't need to be,
or trip on something in the street or a sidewalk.
Yeah, like it's like sometimes you just have to, and then if that means you got to move a workout till the next day because you have a little more time to do something during the day or at lunch or in the morning or something, just be more strategic, be thoughtful, and and aware of like timing and what your workout looks like.
100%. Also, don't be afraid of the treadmill. If you absolutely have to, don't feel like you're too good. Don't feel like the treadmill is not going to get you the same benefits as running outside, because you got to live to fight another day, and you can't always be David Goggins or Winter Soldier or whoever and brave the elements. Sometimes it's just not worth it. So don't be afraid to hit up old Treddy Hendricks and get the job done, because it's a tool, and it's a tool that's meant to be used. So we have all these tools. Look, Mark, don't do that. We have these tools at our disposal to use. We might as well use them. My Planet Fitness membership was $20 a month, so I'm gonna go and get my money's worth when I need to. And I'm no less or no more of a runner just because I run on a treadmill.
Yeah, and if you can run with like all three of us, and I know like Ern and Joe we'll run together on the treadmill too, just to kind of help pass the time a little bit. So it's not, by yourself watching the shows or listening to whatever. It's a lot easier to run with a group, even especially on a treadmill.
And honestly, I mean, like I'd much rather figure out how to run outside, but there are going to be days when it just doesn't make much sense, especially depending on what we have on the day. Like an easy run outside is different to me, unless it's like in the middle of a blizzard or something like that. But easy runs are much easier to get done. Sometimes you have like longer runs with some effort or a workout that just don't make any sense to do outside. Honestly, treadmills are weird, but then at the same time, I feel like spending an hour or more on a treadmill is another layer of like mental like toughness, that in a thing that you build up, because it's tough to run 4 miles on a treadmill, let alone like 10 or something like that or more. Some people do like long 16 miles on the treadmill. I've done I think a 20 on a treadmill before, which is ridiculous, but it's something to be said. Like it's not easy to do, you know. So it's not like you're just it's not a cop out at all. I don't think.
No.
It's not something I would do all the time because there's no elevation really, no matter if you hit the button up or down or not. But sometimes you just got to get it done. Treadmills are okay.
Yeah.
Ern's dropped the tip in here. Don't shower until your body is completely warmed up.
That's how I warm my body up. Is in the shower. So
this
is me.
Yeah, this is news to me. I mean, wait, are you like fingers numb jumping in hot water? I mean, maybe that's probably not the way you want to go.
My fingers don't really get numb like that unless I stupidly wear a pair of gloves that's, you know, ridiculously disrespectful for the weather. But plus I usually run in cold weather, it's far from my house, so I get in my car and warm up before I get home.
But my fingers stay cold for pretty like a long time. Like they were cold today for a while.
They say the blood doesn't pump as quickly the closer you get to 40.
Gary, what do you think about this? Is that true? Gary's like, I can't feel my hands.
Oh, I don't have the circulation issues that you get. You need to get like some compression gloves or something like that.
He needs some blood thinners. Take an aspirin before the run, bro.
Jesus Christ. All right.
I quit, man.
No, I'm literally at TRE every time I got a chance. I like threw an age jab at Gary, so I deserve all of this. Yeah, so do you all rewear some of your winter gear without washing it? Apparently Merino doesn't get funky. Hold on, before y'all answer this. If you have to say funky twice, I just don't want to be funky once. You know what I'm saying? So like funky twice. Now, I mean, some of my jackets like I'll rewear. It depends on what happens. Like if I know I was sweating, I probably overdressed or something. Yeah, maybe I'll wear a jacket again if that wasn't the case. But like the stuff that's like on the body, like a base layer, you gotta wash it just because, man.
Yeah.
Like
if it's touching my skin, I don't think I can wear it again without washing it.
Same.
Like a jacket is never really touching my skin, so like I feel like okay maybe, but
if I put a t-shirt over a long sleeve, I'm probably still gonna wash that t-shirt too because it's just close enough.
Yeah. I
mean,
I understand tracksmith. They say it's they say it's better environmentally because washing your clothes is a
don't put that on me.
A lot of water, and also they say the merino the wool wears down faster when you wash it a lot. So I mean I understand, but also I just can't risk being funky, bro. Like I can't risk going outside and somebody saying, oh, "What is that smell?" Like, no, bro, I can't fall victim to that, bro. I'm not mentally ready for that.
I have a bone to pick with the Tracksmith folks. I think I've heard this too, but the Brighton base layer is literally like it's tight. Like it's not like a loose fitting shirt. There's no room between anything.
Yeah.
I can't wear that and not sweat.
It's the base layer.
Whatever I wear, I'm a sweat.
It's in the name. It's the base layer. It's gonna be right on your body. Yeah, I don't.
Do y'all how many times y'all wear your socks before you wash it?
I barely wear my socks 0.5 times before I wash
them. Like half a time. Are you rocking socks?
This isn't some Fleet Feet that Alexis goes to where you just get like new socks or reused socks and just pick them up and wear them.
I don't even want to like sniff test my socks. If they're not like confidently in the clean clothes, then they're getting washed. They can fall out the clean clothes basket, and it's like, all right, I gotta wash them because I can't even take any risk.
Same.
I'm going 7. I'm going 7 times. I'm going 7 times.
The Falcon makes a really good sock. If you can do that, I mean,
literally, it says odorless. It's an odorless sock. No,
Self-cleaning socks?
Yeah, so yeah, that's why they expensive, you know. No, I mean, like, that's the thing. If anything is like literally like, if you possibly sweat in it on a run, you gotta wash it, man. You gotta wash it. Gotta wash it. You know. Hold on. She jumped in here a couple times, but never socks. One and done.
All right.
Okay.
That's valid. Maybe one day I'll try. I'll give it a go with the base layer.
Can you let us know? Can you let us know when you do so we don't run downstream?
No, I'm gonna be running by myself. I can't risk it. I gotta run. Look, I'm gonna run right out my front door, right back into my front door, and look around.
Yeah, if the grass is dead, then you know you got a problem.
Right. Oh, this is a good one. Hand warmers are good stocking stuffers for Christmas runners. Hand warmers are like my savior throughout the winter. Like, as soon as it gets to be like 45, I'm wearing I got hand warmers in my mittens. Like today I had hand warmers and they didn't do anything. I think it's because of the rain or whatever. But you don't ever use hand warmers, do you, Aaron?
I haven't worn hand warmers in like a year and a half. I used to wear them before I got the mittens, but once I got the mittens, my hands would sweat. No matter how cold it was outside, if I wore the mittens, my hands would be nice and toasty. So
I gotta get better. I think I gotta get better mittens. I gotta get better. I mean, on my side, this is light on this side too.
Yeah, but it ain't as light as the boy, you know.
All right. Yeah. If anybody else has like winter running tips before we change the topic to the next topic, if you have winter running tips, drop them in the chat right now.
And let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling with this idea that Mark put on there. What are some cool gifts that you would gift the runner in your life? Let's some holiday gifts.
Oh, good idea. Cool gifts.
Put this together.
I think the headband, instead of like a stocking cap or something like that, would be a good one.
Yeah, that on headband is really sweet.
Yeah, I think socks are good.
Socks are good.
Tommy look traumatized from socks. Socks are.
Socks are. I mean, no, man, no. Don't put no socks in nobody's stocking stuffer, dog. You put a sock in a sock. You gonna put a pair of socks in a sock.
Socks and drawers, man. You know how I go.
Headlamp or just lights in general. Because I'm kind of digging those what's the name of the company here? Go ahead, do it.
Amplify. There we go.
Oh my God! Everybody give Gary a round of applause. This is the first time
can say that to her face.
Yeah. I've been digging those kind of like, not like in like I'm gonna wear them to the club, but those like vests that just have the lights on them or whatever, so you can be seen and all that, neon lights. I mean, honestly, I've run a couple times. We've run a couple times this year so far, and probably shouldn't have been out there by us, without lights. Yeah, because like I'd hate to get hit by a car.
So I had a friend asking me, and this kind of checked my privilege, right? She was like, "You don't have a headlight?" And I said, "No, I would rather look cool than to be safe." And she said, "Unfortunately, women don't have the option."
You said that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Come on.
And that was I was like, "Oh wow, okay, yeah, you're right." Like, because women are constantly thinking about their safety when they're out in public places. Me, I didn't even think about it. I'm just like, no, I don't need a light. Like, I'll be fine. I don't want to look like a minion, like Joe would say. And it's like, no, but some people don't have that option. So yeah, headlight is important. Making yourself visible, especially if you are, unfortunately, it's kind of the reality of it. If you're a woman, you kind of have to keep yourself visible. Me, I can just move around with no cares in the world because don't nobody want to kidnap me. My value is low on the black market, but
Hey, like I checked already. I googled my name. It didn't.
No,
I mean, yes, that's very true. So
Alexis brought up something earlier about the Yaks tracks. Those would fit into a stocking, and I personally am not. I mean, I've tried them; they're great. They're fine. I like wearing trail shoes over the X Tracks, but I think they're a good gift for those who like them for sure.
What else, man? Oh, maybe gels. Like if you know what kind of gels like that the runner like takes or uses, throw
Sport
gels
Bee.
in there.
But not for Joe.
Goose.
Goose, yeah, Goose, Huma, Morton. You
No,
can.
they're gonna get you all of the stuff that I'm not gonna say that. We want everybody to love us.
Protein bars, Cherry Bundy's packets.
Oh, Cherry Bunny package. Yeah, that'd be great. Everybody need a little bit of recovery on Christmas, and you could just throw them in like a little sparkling water, whatever, and be real fancy near the fireplace or something like that. I think that's pretty much it. Like, unless you want to like cash out, get you get them a watch, put a watch in that, put a watch in there. Hey, these little stockings gonna be packed. Hydration bottles. I just throw a hydration bottle in there. Yeah. So whoever's getting me is filling my stocking. I'll take gels, hand warmers.
What kind of gels, Tommy? From where?
You can from Gazelle Sports. Hand warmers from Amazon. And you can surprise me on the last one. You know what? Was that?
You get hand warmers at Costco.
Sure. I mean, but that means if listen, you just said Costco or Amazon. One of them requires me to leave the house. So I'm not going with the one that requires me to leave the house. What would be like? Okay, Aaron, this is off topic, and Gary. If you could pick one gift, like one gift that you want this year, like it doesn't matter what the cost is, one gift that you want this year, you'd be like, I'm talking about, you'd be like, oh my God. Like back in the day when you was a kid, you'd get something and just like your mind would be blown. Like, I can't believe this is happening. We don't.
My wife has this question every year.
Does she? What gift can I get you to blow your mind, Gary?
She literally walked over here, like she wants to hear this because I don't have an answer.
I don't know if I have an answer either, because I've never been like huge on like gifts and stuff like that. Like it's kind of wasn't a thing in my family, unfortunately. So I'm not.
Well, let's change that narrative.
And you put me on a spot here. I don't know.
Hey, man, my man said a gift card.
But they say cash is king, bro.
Okay,
make my Cash App blow up. Oh no, matter of fact, no. I got the perfect.
Hold on. Maurice said Nike Alpha Fly 3s. Okay,
I've got the perfect answer.
Y'all can answer y'all can put your answers in the chat too. What's your perfect gift that like this year, if you got it, you'd be like, oh my God.
A pair of the brand new Hoka or Primo slides.
Ooh,
fire! In that olive green color, fire.
I
would be a happy boy.
No. He's gonna fix what his statement is. He would like the olive green boys, and then he also randomly wants a size 10.5 in the black ones. That's what he said he wants, and that would be a perfect gift for Aaron for Christmas. Whoever's listening.
Because I didn't want to say something crazy, and because I kind of need a new wallet, but that might be outside of the price range of what I'd be comfortable for somebody getting me as a gift. So
what kind of wallet?
Well, I lost my Westwood wallet, so I was sick about that. So
you lost your what wallet?
My Vivian Westwood wallet. I lost that one in the summer. It was unfortunate, but so I don't deserve a new wallet. I lost that one, so I don't deserve a new one.
You weren't a good steward. You weren't a good steward of that wallet.
Yeah, no, but a nice black YSL wallet or something would be sweet. A Goyard wallet would be nice. But these are things I would buy for myself because I don't like putting that kind of pressure on other people to spend that kind of money on me. So the Hokas, they're $120. Beautiful slide. I could swag them out, and I wouldn't feel guilty about taking that from somebody. So
he might phantom tag you in a story, drag that name off the screen.
So what I'm saying? Not blowing up the spot, but letting you know.
I ain't gonna tell on you, but I'm gonna salute.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
names. People's names be slid off the screen. All right. This is a good one. Alexa said Normatec boots.
I don't have I told you.
Gary never answered.
I don't have
Oh.
anything. I don't.
Oh no, Gary, come on. Think of something.
I mean, if y'all watched my Instagram this week, I could probably use a new car.
Or a new car.
And you get a new car. You get a new car.
And,
No, but first, Gary, you had time to think about
and a
it.
vacation away from the kids.
I think
That's not a bad
gift.
gift.
Normatec boots.
Gary already has boots.
Oh, you do? With the
I
hip
have some
attachment,
boots.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
That-
I have
like the
boots.
regular
Yeah,
Normatec
yeah.
boots is fine, Alexis, but with the hip attachment,
What is?
That might-
What I'm saying, but what is the hip? What does it do? I don't never seen this.
you know,
They have that at
they
Rand.
go around
It
your
goes
hips
around
because
your
you know the boots
waist.
only go up to like past your knees a little bit, but they got like snow pants that you can put around your hips.
No, but no, y'all. Them are ice hockey goalie pads, y'all. That's what you talking about? Like you go up.
Yeah, it's for full. You get the full compression.
Have you done it?
Situation. I did them. I think Terrell got the hip attachments, and he brought them somewhere where we were, and it was crazy.
What do you? I just don't imagine what it would feel like. I feel like
It feels just like it do for the rest of your leg. It's just it's on your hips,
Yeah.
and it go around like your groin area. You know,
the one
Not-
thing I
It's
didn't
not
think that I
compressing
needed
that,
it.
but, you know.
I didn't think I didn't think I needed those until like now. Just all of a sudden my hips start being like, yeah, I could use a little bit of help. All right, come on, Gary. You ain't thinking nothing. You just talking about a car.
No, I think what my wife likes to do, and they're always fun, are experiences, different experiences. Whether it's like we went to a cocktail class or we went to a pizza making class. Those are always fun. So a
Aw.
fun experience like that.
Oh, Gary,
Love it.
that's so sweet.
I know, right?
Look at you. 1 point goes to
You
Gary.
just walked away going,
Me and my wife.
walked away going, not helping at all.
Yeah, not even helping.
One last
Yeah.
thing.
What?
Them Ray-Ban Meta shades with the camera in them.
We were
I
talking about
want to get those, bro. I want to get those.
Yeah, the content game would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Imagine wearing those for a whole marathon. Like somebody can cut up the whole marathon from your first person perspective.
Literally from your
Fire.
eyes.
Fire.
Yeah, that would be crazy. My mom said a round trip airfare to Tokyo. Not because she just wants to go to Tokyo, but she does. But I'll be in Tokyo, so she wants to come with me to Tokyo. So if we could, say anybody's listening and wants to drop a round trip, they're not expensive. I mean, by not expensive, I do mean they cost a little bit of money. So as long as your piggy bank is full, we good to go. Amazon has portable ice bathtubs.
Yeah, I haven't seen
What do you
those.
mean portable? Like
I
you
have
just
a
move around?
non-portable ice bathtub in my house. It's called a bathtub.
Oh, the one that's like in the bathtub in the wall.
The one that I also
Hey,
clean
man,
it. Yeah.
Fly her out, Mr. Runs. That's the thing is, you thought Mr. Runs had a piggy bank. He don't. Yeah. But I've actually thought about, Aaron. Would you get those? Those ice barrels. Would you invest in one of those
Nah,
for like outside? Like, yo, what?
No, just give me a brute trash can, bro. I can make it work.
I could see you trying to get out of a brute trash can, bro. I just feel like a trash can is just not stable enough, man.
No.
Oh, Melrose game tickets. Milrose game tickets would be sweet. That would be great. That's in New York, right? Right, Gary?
I think so. Yeah, at the Armory.
Yeah, Armory, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. A sauna. Oh, Alexa's going crazy. I hope
She want to break ground. She want to
Yeah,
hire
she wants-
contractors.
Right. That new attachment to the house I've been asking for. No, but for real. Okay, let's jump on to the next thing really quick while we in the flow here. What happened?
Yes, you absolutely can do that at the right time of the year. There's actually a TikTok account where this guy does the ice
Yeah.
bath
Yeah.
every morning in Michigan, and sometimes his water is like 5 degrees Fahrenheit.
You gotta crack that open, right? Then he's the one who's cracking up the ice. Yeah.
He's crazy, and that's coming from me. So that tells you something.
And that's man. So just quick story time. If y'all been following the show for a little bit, you probably heard the story before. But me, Aaron, and Gary went to Eugene, and we raced, and then y'all raced, and then we were gonna do like going to the water. It was the day before the race.
Yeah.
We were going into the stream in Eugene, and it wasn't even really that cold, I guess. But Gary and I lasted like 20 seconds in that water.
It was too slip. The rocks were too slippery.
That's what it was. It wasn't
I
too
hurt
cold.
myself before the race.
Yeah, it wasn't too cold for me. It was because it was too slippery. That's what I'm. Yeah, good story. That's a good one. Good response, Gary.
That's almost.
Aaron was all the way out there, and I literally like my toes would hurt so bad. Your toes don't hurt when you get in the water, Aaron? Like no, or you just used to it now. At one point, did that happen? Like pain in your toes?
No, I mean they would sting a little bit, but it will go away. Eventually they go numb.
No, see, I ain't got patience for that.
I mean, you literally don't feel them anymore. It's fine.
It doesn't happen fast enough. That's what I'm saying. It's pain for too long, and then I feel it.
You gotta want it.
It's true. That's true. There it is.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just don't want it like that. I just don't want it like that because as soon as like the pain registers, it like shoots up to like here, and I'm only like my ankles is in the water, and the pain is here, like up, and I gotta get out. I can't do it.
Yeah. No, when I went to cryo last time,
no.
I want to do that. I will do that.
So I told them like this was the second time I went to Restore, and they don't have the gas cryo chamber. They have like the actual like freezer. So you go in, they close the door behind you, and it's a cold freezer. It's not like because like some of it is like
like a restaurant freezer.
Yeah. So some of them is just like that chamber that you get in and you poke your head out the top. And it's like, it's the like gas version. But this one is literally a freezer. You walk in, they turn the cold fans on, and they set the temperature, they set the time, and the first time they put it, so you have up to 5 fans, and depending on how many fans you have is how cold it gets. So I think the first time I went, they're like, all right, it's your first time. We'll do 2 minutes and 45 seconds, or I think I did 2 minutes and 30 seconds with 2 fans, and we'll see how it goes. So I did it. They take your temperature, your skin temperature before you get in and when you get out. So they took my skin temperature when I went in. I got out. They took my skin temperature. He wasn't impressed. He's like, oh, you only got down to like 50 degrees. We probably can go a little harder next time. I'm like, all right, cool. So the next time I go, I'm like, yeah, last time the guy told me that I wasn't that cold when I came out. So, let's try it. And the girl was just like, okay, we'll do all 5 fans this time, and we'll do 3 minutes. And I'm like, cool. So I'm in there. You wear a robe. You got to wear like thick gloves, thick socks, and a headband. And, I'm just in there hanging out. And at about 2 minutes, it started getting like, my body started really like thinking about it. Like, yo, what are you doing?
How much space do you have? How much space? Because I'm picturing like a restaurant like freezer. So how much space?
I'm picturing a restaurant freezer.
I mean, it's not much different than a restaurant freezer. It's probably like
it's like a tube.
Put both of my arms out and just miss both like walls. So
I thought it was smaller than that.
Take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Let's say that. And so yeah, and they let you pick the song. You pick the song you want to hear, and you just hang out, and it was cool. I was like, all right.
All right.
Skin temperature. She was like, all right, this is much better. You're in the 40s. I think it worked.
I'm just picturing Tommy like just pounding on the door. Let me out.
Nah, bro, I'm not getting in there. So I'm just saying, like, the gloves that they give you for your hands, do you ever even feel the cold in your hands at all?
No, because the gloves they're super thick. They're super thick because they have to be warm enough to not like for your fingers not. Yeah, because it's an insurance liability if you get frostbite in there. So they're not gonna let your fingers or your toes and you also have to wear underwear because you don't want that thing to freeze off either.
if somebody wanted to go and try it, would they be allowed to bring their hand warmers with them with the gloves?
I'm bringing hand warmers.
I mean, I don't think they check your hands once you change. So
bringing
yeah,
hand
I'm
warmers.
sure you could if you wanted to, but because it's really
I
about,
think-
you know what I'm saying, your
I think
legs.
I'll try that. I think that'd be good. I think I'd try that.
I think we should do it.
I'm down.
I'm down.
I think it's like 2 for $30. You get 2 sessions.
I'm not down.
for $30.
No, I mean,
my blood.
Tommy's down with
oh, I'll try. Here we go. I would try it. I would try it. That's hilarious. Do you pay by the song? Is so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, give me Freebird.
Give me the longest song.
Yeah.
It's like, give me any song by Justin Timberlake. Like, why is it still playing? Yeah. I'd go. Because it's really just the fingers and toes for me. That's the problem. Like, it's not like my knees don't be cold in the ice bath. It's my toes, like, and it just hurt too bad.
Yeah, I would say that is like not as intense as the ice bath.
Oh, do you have to wear a mask? Do you have to wear a mask?
No, I didn't. Yes, you do actually. Yes, you do.
So you in there looking like looking like that one guy, Bane. Yeah.
You butt naked with a mask, like not butt naked. You got on drawers, but it says women don't have to wear drawers because hey, you know.
Different issue.
So mask, headband, gloves, socks, and robe. I wear a robe.
Okay.
Because they don't want you to be out here, you know, exposing yourself indecently.
Right.
But they put you in like the buffer. So it's like a buffer freezer first. You get in there, and then you open a door that goes into the real freezer, and then you go back.
Why didn't I picture something so much different? I pictured like a tube.
Yeah, that's a different version.
That's what he was saying. They have that, but if it's full, then you have the McDonald's.
Oh, this is McDonald's freezer.
Well,
okay.
Restore, the one that you met me at that one time, Tommy, they don't have the chamber ones. They only have like the freezer one.
Oh.
So it's two. I never the chamber one. It doesn't feel. I don't get it.
This is exactly what I pictured. 100%. I'm definitely coming out that boy thawing out. It's gonna be a problem. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I would be in there trying to stay not die, you know. All right. Let's yeah, we should go. And then we should do it sometime soon.
I'm with it.
Because it's not cold enough outside, apparently. All right, so this is a very broad topic. This is someone said shoes of the year, but let's do gear of the year. So we got to touch the shoe. So favorite shoe, and then favorite other thing that just seems like it keeps showing up throughout the year for you, or right now even. I don't know.
Gary,
I'm gonna go first. I'll go first. I'll go first on shoe. I'm gonna go first on shoe and gear. So my favorite gear of the year is this CLA jacket that I always wear. It's super duper thin, but for some reason, like I'm not even sure what it's made out of, but it's like very tech heavy and very thin, but you can just throw on like a normal t-shirt under it, and somehow it's just a great jacket to wear almost in every time of year. I had a gray one, now I have a black one now, but the gray one I wore it in the fall, winter, and then spring. You just like change what you wear under it, and it just does an amazing job. It vents well and all that stuff. It's got all these little pockets on the inside. Only bad part is it doesn't have pockets on the outside. So there is no like walk around putting stuff in your pockets or whatever. It's all the stuff is on the inside. And it has this cool little like feature, which a lot of jackets do, which is like it has a button on the inside of the zipper. So if you get overheated, you could unzip it almost fully, and it wouldn't just like open or flap off, you know. And I thought that was pretty clever. And then my favorite shoe of the year is the On Cloud Eclipse. I think that from a training shoe standpoint, that's the only shoe like I really, really love, like the New Balance Supercomp trainer. like put tons of miles on that, but for some reason the On Cloud Eclipse has almost fit me in every purpose except for like a speed day. And I think it's just it looks fire and it's super comfortable and it's somehow very, very versatile.
Nice. I think my gear of the year, and I don't even know if this counts of the year because I think they might have came out last year, but it's funny, I was having a conversation with Tommy about this the other day, but is the Tracksmith Fails tights and half tights. I just feel so sweet when I wear them. Like it's not a tech thing, it's not a performance thing. It's just I feel sweet when I wear them. They're super cool. They great colors, the dark green and then the navy. So yeah, like whenever they're clean, that's like my first option. That's like my first go-to when it comes to putting together a cool running fit. So I would say the Fails tights and half tights are my favorite gear of the year, and then my favorite shoe of the year, New Balance 1080 V13. I've put quite a few miles on them. They are super versatile. They look sweet. I didn't realize they had those 3M details until we filmed that video this past week. So that was cool. On the all white ones, they got like 3M around the end. Super sweet. So they look super sweet at night. Yeah, I just really like that shoe. It works for me. I know Ern gave it a 6 out of 10, but for me, it's as close to like the perfect running shoe that I've worn. So yeah, kudos to New Balance. You really did your thing with those.
I totally judged Ern for that 6 out of 10 for sure. I said you're a 6 out of 10. What do you got, Gary?
I think for shoe of the year, for me anyway, just because it was kind of fun to go back,
right,
get on the track with these Nike Dragonflies for me.
Oh,
you know, just it was. I mean, I had so much fun training with them with some of their speed and the two Tracksmith races. I don't know if I'll ever get to wear them again, but those were fun. But in terms of a daily trainer, it was the New Balance, Super Comp, trainer V2. I have 2 pairs, tons of miles, hundreds of miles on them for sure. Those are my favorite trainer of the year. And then I don't remember the names of the actual pieces, but the CLA, sent over some shorts and a tank over the summer.
Oh, yeah, they're like a late set, yeah.
Yeah. Those are my favorite pieces to train in, race in. Super comfy, especially the tank. Didn't have any issues with rubbing. So, yeah, those are my 2 favorite year pieces for sure this year.
Gary is so full of it.
What?
Gary's full of it. Gary, the real reason why Gary liked those CLA shorts is because they was like 2.5 inch or whatever. And Gary
that wasn't for me. That was for the people.
For the ladies.
That was one of my best meals of the year.
Okay, yeah. So, did you guys see the Super Comp V4? It was the V3. They showed us the V3.
Yeah.
It was on the show.
Yeah,
maybe
the next message.
She said V3.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, so the V3 was they brought it on the show. So if you do want to hear a little bit more about it directly from them, go back to what was that, like day 2 maybe of the TRE live stream, and check out New Balance's thing. They talked about the V3, and then they also talked about the V4, Elite V4, right? There's 3, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
For the Elite, the Elite is V4.
So the Elite is V4.
I have those. New Balance doesn't send me shoes. What are you talking about?
What you do? Whatever. So,
New Balance was on the day 2 session 1.
You threw me off. I thought I'm like, wait, you didn't? But anyway, so yeah, the V4 is on the Elite. The V3, they talked about the V4 Elite and then the V3 trainer, which I'm really excited to learn about the V3 trainer because they went with the same look as the V4 Elite, so they all have this like same kind of look to it, and I'm really interested to see what those are like because the V2s were I thought the V1s were great. The V2s to me were even better. So hopefully they just keep that rolling for the
Isn't
V3s
it that
because
same like geometric like sole pattern, Cybertruck inspired?
yeah, the Cybertruck inspired. Yeah, I wasn't trying to steal your vibe. Like yeah, um, yeah. So they all look like they're all Cybertrucks, different sizes of them. But I hope that they keep. I hope they just keep it rolling in that direction because the V2s. I almost feel like the V2s are too good. Like you can't get any better than that. But we'll see.
Yeah.
See.
I think I'm gonna feel like a Roblox character wearing them.
Yeah, we'll definitely like. Well, that's what we should do. When you wear them, we'll take a picture and then like put you in like in Photoshop you into Roblox world. Yeah, the Supercom V2 trainer best shoe of the year. I feel like it's up there. Honestly, best trainer outside of race day shoes, definitely up there.
Yeah.
Like maybe my number 2. So that Cloud Eclipse, I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to be that great, but I can't stop wearing the shoe. Like almost any day. Like if I feel tired or good, I'm still reaching for that shoe. Boston 12, huh? So Adidas Boston 12. Aaron, you like the Boston 10, right? Or not really?
Yeah, it was cool. I put quite a few miles on it. It took a minute to break in, but once I got into it, it was cool.
I think when we got the Boston 10s, I think we were already. For me, I was already like far into my training block, so I just couldn't do a randomly firm shoe.
I was too. I had to come back to those after the goal race, and then that's when I fell in love with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this was a letdown too. Unfortunately, yeah. I was disappointed in the Saucony Speed 3s. The Speed 2s were great. Speed 2s were almost better than the Speed 2s were better than the Pro 2s for Saucony. And then the Pro 3s were much better than the Speed 3s. But yeah, Boston 12. I haven't put my feet in those yet. So
yeah,
Alexis, you're right. You can get those for $100 off right now.
Where? What are we talking? Oh, the
Adidas Boston 12. These are women's though, but you can get the women's right now on Adidas website. They're originally $160. You can get it for $64
on Adidas website,
straight from Adi Dassler himself.
That's the last one of the. They don't even. It's not like they have a Boston 13 out. Like I wonder why it's on sale like that.
You know, we charge you guys $500 for these shoes. We'll give you a deal over here.
Yeah. Since you guys bought into this thing.
Yeah.
They talked about that at TRE though, like, you know, that that was just like a prototype test type of concept car type of vibe that went for sale for, you know. I mean, we all knew that wasn't going to be like they weren't going to remake that shoe and then just drop it for less or sell it mass, you know, at a mass scale.
No, I think when they said concept car on the show, that's perfect. That's exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
I mean, Nike did the same thing with the first. I forgot what it was called, but it was the first shoe before the Vaporfly. It was before. It was the shoe before the 4%, the one that Kipchoge wore to try to break to the first time. It was called something. I think it was like Nike Protofly or something like that or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that went on sale like on I don't know how many were made, but you could buy them for like $500. I think it was exactly $500. So I mean, it wasn't like it just hadn't happened in so long, you know.
Right.
And Nike did a better job at like making it a thing before it was for sale. You know, like they like showed Kipchoge try to break to him, and then they sold them. You know?
Yeah, and I feel that the super shoes weren't really in the vernacular like they are now. So so the market was different. The whole vibe of talking about shoes like this wasn't what it is today.
Yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, man, we didn't even. So yeah, that's good. So we did cover. I felt like we did good there, guys. What do you guys think about today's show?
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, thanks for the questions, everyone.
We are going to
and the participation in the chat room.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Oh, hold on. Super Blast was Super Blast the 2022 shoe?
I think so.
Yeah. But Super Blast, I haven't worn that in a long time, man.
If I had a pair to wear, I would wear them. I think I wore the one pair I had out, but I really like Super Blast. Super Blast. is really
I did too. Yeah.
I'm
I
really
think
interested.
I wore mine out. I think I'm done with them. Yeah.
I'm interested to. I don't have the Nova Blast 4s yet, and I'd love to. They look interesting. They don't. Yeah. I mean, I heard they feel like the same as the 3s.
Yeah, not much.
That's
different.
not a bad thing though.
3 was nice though.
3 was
It's
great,
a good shoe.
Yeah.
I put a lot of miles in the Nova Blast 3, but yeah, not much different.
But that's Super Blast though.
That's
Oh,
Super
you
Blast.
ran in them, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they came out.
Yeah. But all right, guys. Well, it's dope having you guys on. Those nice to have you guys on the show. Gary, do a better job and share what you'd like for Christmas. You know,
Oh
put
my
some
God,
thought
is she texting you right now?
put some thought into it. Make it, don't make it tough for your family to get you what you want. You know what I'm saying? You deserve nice things as well.
Quick scheduling update. My guess is these two fathers will not be available to stream on Christmas Eve next week, so we might have to skip that. And then the week after that will be New Year's Eve. So we might not see you guys in a while.
Talk to y'all next year.
Yeah.
We will keep you guys updated. And also, there may
Maybe.
be some Instagram streaming coming soon, but we'll let you know.
Yeah, yeah. Stay tuned for some updates about next time we have the show. We may have a little fun thing or a different way for you to tune in, unless YouTube is the way to go. Peace out, y'all.
See you later.
Happy holidays and all that fun stuff.
Oh, happy holidays.
Happy
Tell your
children
loved
to
ones.
you and
Tell
your
your loved
family.
ones what you want for Christmas. If you have the money or means
Quit
to buy
texting
what you
Tommy.
want, if you have the money or means to buy the three of us what we wanted for Christmas, please go ahead and do so. PR Project is accepting all gifts for Christmas.
Happy Chanukah to you and your family.